Well, it's the drunk tank, you bet, get set, it's that time of day. Just sit back, relax, and grab yourself a drink. There's no better day than Wednesday. Wait, I take that back, the best day is probably Saturday. And there's people like Gus who you wouldn't think it to look at him, but you don't fuck with him because he's for sure a superhero. Super Gus. And then Jeff, when you see him walking down the street, you're like, dude, don't steal my wallet. But don't worry, the only thing he's stealing from you is dignity. And then there's Jack. Drunk tank. Well, it's the drunk tank. Motherfucker.
I feel like I need to defend myself. I was acquitted for dignity theft on 3 counts.
Nice. I got nothing. You got a wicked guitar solo. That's what you got.
And
what's up? It's a podcast. Blah, blah. And Bernie's here, even though he wasn't in the theme song. They lift you up, Bernie.
I know. That's what I get for being absent.
You're one. I feel like you're one of the standards.
That's my penance. Jeff, how do you steal someone else's dignity?
I don't want to get into it. It's as a condition of the of the case.
There's a gag order.
Yeah, there is.
A gag order is what started this in the first place.
I'll talk to you about it.
You got to be careful
in 5 years.
once the statute of limitations expires.
Yep.
Jeff is not licensed to gag.
Was that called double indemnity?
Jeff cannot be on the podcast because Jeff is a registered sex offender.
Oh, stop.
Speaking of licenses, Gus, we are out of this place September 1st, the place in which we were all sitting right now.
Awesome.
And we are scheduled to finish construction August 27th.
Yay!
What's the likelihood that time frame's gonna stay?
A, what is the likelihood that the construction will finish by August 27th? And B, what is the likelihood that we can get permitted for what is it, a certificate of occupancy?
Certificate of occupancy.
Oh,
you don't need that, do you?
By the city of Austin in that amount of time.
The city of Austin's awesome about that stuff, though.
They actually are. Especially if anyone is listening to this podcast, you're fantastic at it.
Great job you're doing down there.
So that's 4 days of leeway of either A, plus and minus days on construction, or B, that we won't get our certificate of occupancy. I haven't even bothered to check if that's a weekend. Those 4 days. I'm pretty sure it probably is.
The 27th is a Friday, I believe.
Is it really?
Yeah. So we're fucked.
Yeah. So
nice.
Rooster.com will be homeless.
So Rooster Teeth will be without office for a few days.
Yeah, we'll have no office and a website.
Maybe we can just have
it's the trifecta. What's the third part of that?
How are you holding up with all these website problems?
Awesome.
Dude, the website got a major upgrade last night.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about it.
You probably haven't seen it yet.
It's mega fast.
We were talking
today.
about it this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah. They discovered a bug that was...
Several bugs
that they squashed with ones and zeros.
Now
the website is fast and stable.
Did you hear
like my marriage?
The well-masked skepticism in
my
voice
I
there?
know, I did.
It was... Yeah.
Bernie's been working with me off and on for 12 years now. He's learned to meter his expectations appropriately.
Tell me about it, why don't you? It still feels like after 8 years, this is a grand experiment. I guess the community side is 5 years. It does feel like we're still in that
shit.
Any day now, that end of beta is coming. I can feel it. I can feel it.
And the day the beta's over, I'm out of a job. So I hope it never ends.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking consultant. Just string it out as long as possible.
Job. The thing about it is that, I mean, I was just reading about this the other day with the whole Google Verizon thing that they've done.
Yeah, totally.
Where they've made a 2-tiered internet.
They haven't made it. They want to make it.
They want to make it. And it's just, I mean, how often have we talked about this before where it's like, if you take everything that you do and you put it in the hands of companies, eventually, yeah, they can have a motto like, don't be evil. But eventually the people that made the don't be evil motto, they just go away. And there's new people.
Yep.
And they don't care what the old people did. They're just trying to make their own mark in the world. And
they're like, hey, we could be making more money.
Exactly.
I want to be as rich as the last guy who had this office.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Or richer.
Or richer.
Yeah. So it's we watched, I remember we fought YouTube for a long time. I remember when they come out, like 2005?
2005.
And it was just like instantaneously, you had to be on YouTube to get noticed as a web series or to be an online content creator.
And we were all like, nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
And they were all like, uh-huh.
And, the world, I mean, eventually the world changes. I mean, it's like we watched that before with like the ISPs and all that stuff. Once people moved away from the ISPs, the internet service providers that everyone had. Those things don't even exist anymore.
Well, looking back at that, that's almost like the whole discussion now. People wonder what like net neutrality is and all this stuff. If there was no net neutrality, it would be like the old AOL days where like your access provider dictated what content you got.
Yeah.
It was like this was AOL News, this was AOL, everything, and this was all you could use.
Yep.
Keyword news to see the news. It's not like I want to go to CNN or whatever.
Well, there's examples of this, and we all have our internet service. Basically, most of us have it through either a phone company or through our cable company.
Mm-hmm.
And so just imagine the internet becoming like your cable service. You might not have Nickelodeon just because your service provider doesn't care. It's like, oh, I can't watch Mad Men because we don't get AMC.
Right.
And you might not realize what you do and don't get with your cable provider, but there's definitely stuff you don't get, like sports packages and things like that. Like imagine if you couldn't watch an MLB game on ESPN.com on internet because it just wasn't offered on your internet service provider.
If you were like, oh shit, I can't watch this YouTube video because I already exhausted my 50 hours of YouTube for this month.
Oh, Jesus!
Dude.
Yeah, and it's like, I guess I got to up my package to add some more YouTube hours.
Or you used up all your internet for the month because you were watching YouTube for one day.
Mm-hmm.
Not to derail this conversation, but that reminded me of something you used to do to me constantly that drove me fucking crazy.
You look angry. I feel like
I'm mad
get
thinking
me
about it.
between.
You talked about your hours of internet. You remember how everywhere you would go there used to be AOL discs that were like 100 free hours of AOL?
Yeah.
Gus used to go to like the post office where there'd be like a stack of 100 of them, and he would take them and he would hide them in my shit constantly. They would be they'd be under my pillow.
He'd like lower the visor in his car, and he'd get like a
I would lower. You're right. I would lower the visor, and shit would fall on me. You used to do that to me every day. I hated you for years for that.
It was probably in retaliation for something you did.
Probably
in my defense,
was, but God, it was annoying.
You remember when AOL was on floppy disks, not even on CDs?
What is this, like reminiscing time?
No,
Hey,
it's
you
something-
remember
This is the part of the podcast that Monty loves.
but yeah, I mean, it's really disheartening to see all this net neutrality discussion, and that these companies. I mean, and it's understandable. They want to make more money. They want to portion off their section of the internet so that they can be the kings of it and just make all the money.
Don't you think there's a burden though on the audience too, like to not follow constantly the path of least resistance, like. The way the internet was, and maybe it just graduated away from that. Maybe that wasn't the model that could be sustained, but people had homepages. People were creating the content for the internet. Now they just go and fill out essentially a template on Facebook and on Twitter because it's all they're just forms, and you fill stuff out, and that's it. You're not really doing anything. You're just you're communicating in this thing. And it's really easy, and everybody has access to it and all that. And because it's easier, eventually somebody else controls it, and then they determine how you're going to use it.
Well, it's also another more positive side effect of the fact that it's easier is that it's more open. Anyone can do it now. Whereas before, it was a lot more difficult and maybe a little more exclusionary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you get dudes like the shit my dad says guy on Twitter who just signs up for a Twitter account. That guy might be internet, like, he might be HTML retarded and could have never had a web page, and now he's got a fucking book deal and a TV show.
Well, that's, in a way, that's, that's a good example. I mean, that's why people do it, is that when YouTube came out, I think people thought hosting a web video was harder than it was, that YouTube, to me, it's like if you make something that people want to see and you spend all the hours writing it and then you film it and you make it or shoot it or whatever, or you just look into a camera and talk and you're a talented enough person, people connect with you, like all those YouTube vloggers. If you do that and you have the capability of doing it, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
The part where you encode it and then put it up on a server somewhere, that's really not the hard part. This is the part you only have to figure out one time.
Yeah.
And that's really all that YouTube offered.
That's also easier now than it used to be. Back then it was a lot more complicated and I think a lot more expensive to have a hosting package where you could do that kind of thing.
Sure, but then you give that stuff away and you give it to YouTube, and then the YouTube aggregates all that.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, then YouTube does have this extraordinary value, which is that's where you have to go to discover new things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And more importantly, it's where people have to go. They think, I have to put my stuff there to reach anyone at all.
Right.
Which is so,
and then you get lost
weird.
in a sea of shit.
Of noise.
Right. There's just that's a perfect example. It's so little signal in this fucking ocean of noise.
Yep.
It's like, God, there's so much shit on there. It's impossible to find anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's got the value, so now YouTube dictates what people see or don't see. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I made a comment a long time ago that you can't make something on the internet, have it be good, and people wouldn't see it. People would have to see it, because that's what people on the internet to do. They're there to see stuff. But now there's so much stuff. You could make something. Somebody could make something You know, I see stuff all the time. It's like, what is this? This thing is incredible. It's been out for a year and a half. It's like,
Yeah.
how come I didn't see this? This is like tailor-made for me.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of tailor-made for people, how did you like Scott Pilgrim, Jack?
I enjoyed it. The story was a little bit kind of rough, but the visuals were incredible. I think I said I gave it a B+.
Yeah, it seems like I haven't seen the movie, but based on the trailers, it seems like it's a very stylized movie.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very-
There's some really, really cool stuff in the movie, but overall, it's a fun summer movie, you know. But it's not the most incredible thing ever.
Your B+ was probably the most negative review I saw on Twitter the entire week.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's sort of slobbering over the movie.
Yeah, I've seen
Everyone
tons of
who
positive
saw
buzz.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought the movie would have done better in the box office on the opening week.
It made $10 million on a $60 million production budget.
But I read somewhere yesterday that movies like this, like Kick-Ass and like Scott Pilgrim, like the movie itself is pretty much a trailer for the DVD release. Like these movies make a lot more money on the back end because they have a much more passionate fan base than your typical movie.
I could see
So
that.
like the fans who go see this movie will see it in the theater 3 times and then buy the DVD and then 5 years later buy the next DVD and then then a 20-year special DVD. You know,
Like, it's okay if the movie only pulls in $25 million in the box
Yeah,
office because it's going to do 40 or 50.
yeah, like Kick-Ass made like $100 million when it went on DVD.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean, it's like, you know, it's interesting you say that. Like, I didn't see Kick-Ass in the theater. I had no desire to see that movie. But as soon as it was on Zune, I was like, oh, I'll watch that.
Same here. I paid,
there you go.
Yeah,
I paid
it's like
$6 to watch it in HD or
right.
whatever. On
So
Zoom.
I mean, they don't make as much money on that transaction, most likely, but they're still, you know,
They're making money.
There's still a
Money.
tail there.
So, yeah, there's this weird sort of new subgenre of movies, sort of like that. So, I think it's almost like niche programming, you know, of movies.
How fast was the switch from essentially from DVDs to buying stuff all digitally? I mean, does everyone in this room, do you guys all buy stuff digitally now?
Absolutely. The only I can tell you that I bought one DVD in the last year probably, and that was very recently. I bought the Clone Wars series from Millie because it's not available on iTunes or on Zune.
I bought the Avatar Blu-ray, and before that, I couldn't tell you what the last thing I bought was.
I still buy Blu-rays, not nearly as frequently as I used to buy DVDs, but I still buy the occasional Blu-ray.
You know, Avatar's interesting because I love that movie when I saw it. I have no desire to see it on DVD.
It's being re-released.
I know, but I'm going to go see the re-release for the 9 new minutes of footage. So I am excited to see it in the theater again.
The Smurf sex scene?
Yeah, I just don't want to watch it on television for some reason. Maybe it's just like it has to exist in 3D for me.
How many times did you see Avatar in the theater?
Once.
I
With
would
you?
I would recommend going. I went and saw it a second time with you.
Yeah.
And I would recommend going back just to watch it, just to see it. I should say, not to watch it. Don't watch the movie, just see it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. I probably would watch a 60-minute faux documentary or mockumentary that James Cameron would make about Pandora, like exploring it like it's an actual National Geographic video.
Right.
Because it was cool just to watch it.
It's funny you say that because I read an interview with him the other day where he was talking about the re-release with the 9 additional minutes and, you know, pre-production work on Avatar 2. And they were asking him about these 9 new minutes, and one of the things he talked about was some of the new creatures that you'll see in the 9 new minutes that weren't in the original release, and talking about like their names and what defines these creatures.
Yeah, some of them were in the video game actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that too, actually. Like, there's gonna be some sweeping shots of like animals like grazing together, and like it's gonna be cool. Yeah.
I will definitely see it when it re-releases.
Hell yeah.
Just because there's no other way to see it in 3D.
Well,
Although I
unless you
probably
have
won't go to the
3D
fucking
television.
IMAX because you ruined that for me a couple podcasts ago, Bernie.
because Flash ruined it, right?
Flash ruined it. I just shared the misery.
Thanks for that.
I've noticed on 3D movies, you can see the actual screen a lot better than you can in normal movies. Is that just me?
What are you saying?
I have no
Like,
idea what you're
for
talking
some reason, like when I saw something in 3D,
You know those 3D glasses are not prescription. You know that.
no, it's something weird. Like in Avatar, like you can see the physical screen a lot better than you can with. I honestly don't know what it is, but for some reason it pops more.
Maybe you're
I'm
the one.
serious.
Maybe you're just looking harder because it's in 3D, so you're paying more attention.
I've never noticed the screen.
I have no idea why it is, but I swear to God.
Maybe you're like Keanu in The Matrix. When you put on your super cool 3D glasses, you can see all the green lines.
Did you watch that Team Fortress 2 Rage video?
I watched you watch it. And I
Oh my
laughed at
God.
it.
That's 10 minutes of a guy dropping F-bombs. Over 200 F-bombs in 10 minutes playing Team Fortress
so
2.
it's like the podcast with Team Fortress 2.
Basically.
It's definitely worth a watch.
It's hilarious.
You know, I gotta say, I actually like that culture of the yelling and screaming occasionally, like when you drop into multiplayer and you get that, and you get a guy like that. That guy's funny,
and passionate.
He's good at it. I mean, there's a lot of guys who aren't good at it, and there's nothing worse than watching someone try and fail at something.
Well, his balls have also dropped too. It's nothing worse than getting like the 8-year-old kids screaming like that.
I hate the country guys, like the guys you think are in the middle of like I don't know.
Don't play
Kentucky.
Graw 2.
Yeah,
that's like the Alabama Mississippi Xbox game.
Like you just imagine a guy like his neighbors are 2 miles away and he's sitting on his couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's
naked.
No, let's not go there. I don't imagine that anyway.
No, he's got.
I think that's funny because that's where I always go immediately.
He's got
I wonder
he's
how
got
long
like
this dude's cock
camouflage
is.
boxer shorts on.
Come on, y'all.
Playing on a giant 4:3 projection TV.
Accents are a weird thing. Do you think now with like the advent of Xbox Live and easier communication across the country that we will see accents disappear conceivably within our life?
It doesn't take much.
Television didn't do it.
I can tell you.
That's an interesting point.
When I had a Southern accent my entire life, and when I joined the Army, I lost it within a week. It was gone.
Your drill sergeant probably yelled at you for it, though, right?
No, I mean, I went to basic training in South Carolina, and most of the people that I was in basic training with were also from the South. It's just like...
Why'd you drop it then if everyone had it?
Not everybody had it, but some people did. A lot of people did. There were like 60 people, and maybe 30 of them had Southern accents, and you just lose it fast. You hear other people talk differently, or you realize that you sound like an idiot, and it just goes away.
Yeah, but do you find that whenever you go back to visit, say, your parents, do you adopt your Southern accent?
According to my wife, if I talk to my grandparents, I immediately have a Southern accent, but that's the only time. And I don't see it, but she says it's really bad.
My wife says that I adopt a Texas accent whenever I talk to whenever we go to buy a new car or when we go talk to construction guys or stuff like that. She says I adopt a Texas accent.
I think you have to, don't you?
Yeah,
kind of a way.
Yeah.
It's just the way you
get
communicate.
Business done, almost. It's weird. Hey, I'm an insider.
That validates you somehow.
Right.
Yeah. Or it's maybe I just talk about manly things, and I regularly do that in my life. You know, you don't adopt the Texas accent when you talk about the achievements in being a pinata. It's funny
when you're talking about nails and lumber. All of a sudden,
baby, what makes a Limosaurus?
Is it just my headphones, or does somebody sound buzzy a little bit?
I think we all kind of do.
I was drinking earlier.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's me. I don't hear it.
Okay, cool.
I don't hear it.
You hear it though, Jack?
I heard something like that.
I guarantee our audience hears it now, though.
Thank you.
Pointed out.
That's the watermark.
That's the water stain. So
did you guys see the Age of Empires online announcement this morning?
I don't understand what that means.
I saw the announcement. I didn't read the details. Though.
There's going to be some sort of persistent world. So it's like an RTS, but it's persistent world based. I don't know.
A persistent real world based in history?
So
if you play now, in 50 years, you'll get up to like using tools, right, or something.
But, okay, in Kotaku they say basically it looks like Age of Empires started hanging out with Farmville, and the two got real close. That's their quote. So if you're into Farmville, you might be into the next Age of Empires.
So it's trying to preemptively strike at World of StarCraft before it comes out?
I guess so.
World of StarCraft?
Just speculation.
How often
do you see
speculation?
Did you see the Windows 7 phone game lineup?
Yeah.
That's
Assassin's
pretty crazy.
Creed's on there.
Dude, there's a lot of games on there.
There's a Crackdown 2, tower defense game or something, right?
I have it up. I'll read some of the
that Halo
games.
Waypoint's on there, too.
Assassin's Creed, Crackdown 2, Project Sunburst, Earthworm Jim, Flight Control. Oh, Fruit Ninja, great.
Did you say Flight Control's on there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Halo
awesome.
Waypoint, Jack.
Dude,
Wright.
you have no idea what Fruit Ninja is. You play a game called Angry Birds.
Dude, that's the
non-stop.
best game ever.
Highest grossing game on the iPhone.
Splinter Cell Conviction, Star Wars Battle for Hoth, Star Wars Cantina, Oregon Trail, Twin Blades, Uno, Zombies Attack, and something called Zombies. Ooh, Women's Murder Club, Death and Scarlet.
Battle for Hoth.
And all of it, it's going to be a grim game.
Yeah, it's like, yay, you won. You got Hoth.
Congratulations.
The worst backwater ice ball planet. Congratulations.
Go celebrate over some bantha soup.
What were they fighting for in Hoth? They just had their power generator. That was it. It's like, so what? We lost that. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, no.
But all those games are going to have achievements.
It also shows that you'll be able to see your avatar.
Yeah, right.
You'll
be able to see your avatar. You'll have your friends.
And it'll be like animated.
And but yeah, there's going to be achievements on all those games, and they'll have multiplayer. So I'll have to check that out.
So let me ask you a question, Jeff.
Okie dokie.
You're getting a promotion today. You are now global marketing. at Microsoft.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well, I've worked very hard for this.
You have.
It's
You
about
have.
time.
So you have to name the new phone that has all these games on it. What do you name the phone?
I can name it the Windows 7 mobile phone.
That's what you name it?
Well, I don't think the problem here is that, remember, Microsoft just makes the operating system. They don't make the phone. So this is an operating system they're going to license out to like Samsung or not Nokia. They have their own shit. Kyocera. I don't know, other cell phone manufacturers.
LG.
So they're going to name the phones.
Okay. And it just runs the Windows 7 operating system.
Right, the Windows 7 mobile operating system.
Mm. And so you want to name it something that implies both games and business,
Right.
I assume, as well. So you don't – what I'm getting at here is what I would probably do is
I'm going to name it like Spreadsheet.
Like there's no
Fury.
Xbox in here is what I'm getting at. They didn't name it like the X phone or anything like that.
I wish somebody would.
Right.
I'm gonna buy.
Isn't that what this is?
Yeah,
Plus
essentially.
business applications and all that?
Are you going to buy one?
And I'm going to buy one for the games. I'm not going to switch away from my iPhone. The iPhone's the greatest thing ever made. But I will buy one, and hopefully I can use it without a phone plan.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see
what I'm
we'll
curious
see how
about.
you
Find
feel
out.
once you get your hands on the Windows 7 phone. You may love it way more.
I doubt it, but it's possible. Never say never, I guess.
I don't know if the iPhone is the greatest thing ever invented. I was thinking about this last night because I had to send out my vehicle registration, which, by the way, why the fuck can you not do that for 5 years? Like, I would pay for my vehicle registration for 5 years out.
Sure.
And I would even take the hit if I sell the car and I lose 2 years of my registration.
Yeah, what's $100?
I just hate the fact that I got to fill like 4 forms to give the government $60 so that I can drive my car. Vehicle registration is like whenever you hear about registration in different countries, like that we have to register our vehicles, it makes sense to us because we do it. But like when you hear like in England that they have to register their TVs and you have to pay for the tags for your TV, for the license for your TV, it sounds weird, right?
Sure.
Like, why the fuck would you need to license your TV? But why the fuck do we need to license our cars? It's like, I own my car, I pay taxes on gas every time I fill the damn thing up. Why do I need to register it every year?
But then again, your TV might, probably won't kill somebody or doesn't have the ability to kill somebody.
Registration is independent of inspection.
It's non-inspection. It's just my registration for my license plate.
But doesn't it tie you to a vehicle, though?
I could kill somebody with a TV.
Do it right now.
You give me 1 day in a fucking Silver Spoons marathon. You have one dead motherfucker. So what are you saying, Jack? I'm sorry?
Well, like, the registration, doesn't that tie a person to a vehicle, though? Like, a person is responsible for that vehicle. That has nothing to do with inspection.
But it happens when you sell it. Why do you retie it every year? Why do I need to retie
Yeah, okay. That makes sense, yes. But, I can understand why it's registered, though.
I mean, I can understand paying for the registration for your vehicle when you buy it, but every year I got to renew it, and if I don't renew it, I get a ticket? It's silly.
It is silly.
Sorry, venting.
No,
anyway,
it's totally silly.
No,
It doesn't make sense.
I think we're on your side.
It's just a way for them to eke out a little bit more of that hard-earned cash.
Exactly right. So I have to. So this is also I got to bust out a checkbook. I never use a checkbook, right? So because I went on the online thing and the government systems online don't work. You type in your VIN number and they're like, your vehicle doesn't qualify. It's like, I got to know why. Please explain to me why my vehicle doesn't qualify to register online.
Well, you haven't had a valid registration in about 3 years, so
No,
that might be the reason.
My registration is valid. My inspection was not valid, but because of emissions or something like that, some kind of sensor that does their job for them, it didn't work. But so anyway, I was trying to find a post office box, and I never look for these things, so I don't catalog in my brain where these things are. So I thought, hey, I'm going to go try to find a post office box. Now, how would you do that? How would you try to find a local post office box?
USPS.com?
Yeah.
Right, USPS.com. Do you think that would be an easy process? Like you would go to USPS.com.
Yeah.
And you could just find it.
Enter in my zip code, and it would tell me.
Like you wouldn't have to search through the latest stamps and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
no, there should be a fucking link at the top. Find a
There should
PO
be.
box
Do you think
or-
there would be?
I think so, but I'm getting the feeling there isn't.
Well, here's what I'm saying: is that I assume that it would just be a website filled with garbage that's not relevant in any way about the latest Lance Armstrong stamp or something like that, or do you want to sign up with pop-ups and all that stuff? So I downloaded the USPS app, and the USPS app had 3 things: postage rates, mailboxes that are nearby to you by location, by your geo, whatever it's called, log on your GPS and get it. And I found it. I just pulled up the Google Maps, and it showed me all the things around me based on where I am.
That's great.
And what I was thinking about was that apps are now the way the internet kind of used to be about 5 or 6 years ago, or maybe even further back now, maybe 10 years ago, when there wasn't all these bells and whistles, so the websites had information on them.
Right.
And now apps are I go to apps because there's a streamlined way to get this information. And it's not cluttered up with a bunch of garbage.
It's the no bullshit delivery system.
It is. It's like you strip away all the bullshit. But I can already feel all this bullshit creeping into the app stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me ask you a question while we're on the subject of registration. Are you required to show current insurance to get your car registered?
Yes, you are.
But you're not. You are, but if you, the last 2 times I've registered my car, one time I did it through the mail. They say include your insurance.
Yes.
And I didn't do it just to fuck with them, just to see. Still got my registration, no problem. The next time I registered my car, I did it over the phone because I saw a phone number.
Yep.
Didn't require it. So, like, what a huge loophole.
Theoretically, it's all tied together, right? And that's the thing. That's the forms I had to fill out. I had to go find my.
They may not care as much now that they have that system in Texas,
I guess
where
so.
they can look at your license plate and determine whether or not you have insurance.
You could call the lady at fucking Nelda Will Spears' office down there. And you could call her on the phone right now and say, I want to register my car over the phone. They're like, yeah, okay, no problem. Da-da-da-da. Here's my credit card number. You'll get your registration tomorrow.
Yeah, like
it's the fastest thing ever.
They might have the same access the police do to run the license plate to
That's
determine
possible.
your insurance status. So it might not be as big of a deal anymore.
I wonder what other weird stuff you have to register in other countries. Like, what's a weird thing you have to register in Canada, do you think?
Guns, I bet.
Register your gun? You have to register your gun here, don't you?
It's really hard to get a gun in Canada, isn't it?
You have to show a driver's license to get a gun.
Bullshit.
What?
Go to a gun show. Buy it in cash.
Yeah, he's right. You can just buy it at a gun show.
You can go to a gun show.
I can go to a gun show with cash and buy a fucking machine gun and shoot all you motherfuckers.
Throw
it in the dumpster and they'll never find me.
Can't shoot me. I got a fucking TV with silver screens on it, bitch. I will fucking take your ass
That's
out.
why they have those, like, permanent gun shows.
Right, that's why
outside of town.
There's always a gun show somewhere around Austin.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So, like,
damn.
One thing I always wondered about, too, is if you get a gun stolen, is that a big deal?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Probably not.
Well, like, if somebody steals your gun, they shoot somebody with your gun, and then,
If you report it stolen, you're fine.
Chances are, if anybody in this company has a gun, it's going to get stolen in the next 6 months.
I know. We've got a rash of thefts, like personal thefts with people getting break-ins in their cars.
Griffin, I just found out, Griffin is still finding stuff that was stolen out of our studio.
You lost a painting, too.
Lost a painting, yeah.
That sucks.
I think it's the economy.
I think it is, too.
I think people are kind of getting desperate.
Those art thieves in Austin.
I'm just looking for anything they can, fucking pawn or sell on Craigslist. I mean, Craigslist, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm sure, people take shit like that painting. No one will probably have ever taken that before Craigslist.
I paid $400 for that painting.
I'm sure they're not going to pawn it. They just put it on Craigslist.
See what they can get.
Yeah, why not?
$30.
$30 is better than $0.
Yeah.
I guess so. If you're stealing it.
If you're a thief, you got to work hard to make this money.
It seems like now too. If you're a thief and a smash and grab thief, I mean, you're like in felony territory in one handful.
Yep.
Look, what does it take to get a felony for theft? Anybody have any idea?
It's not much. It's like $500 worth of.
I think it's right. It's like $400 or $500.
I mean, it's essentially the retail or the list price for an iPhone, right?
And electronic device is a felony.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Unless you're stealing like a DS
or an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you could grab one of those books of CDs at some, or an Xbox. You could take a purse that's worth $500 for crying
Theoretically, out loud. Could you let's say I had a bunch of games on demand on a 16 gig memory stick.
Gus, you're blowing my mind.
Could someone stealing a memory stick constitute that much? If it's I guess there's enough software on there.
If anyone on this podcast answers that question, we're going to get a billion emails about how it's not theft.
Right.
Because it's a digital copy and you still have yours, and I wouldn't have gone anyway.
It's not stolen because you could re-download it.
Also, the best part would be trying to explain to a police officer how that works.
Yeah.
I mean, dealing with the police officer I've been dealing with, that was rough enough explaining what an IP address was. I gave them. We have friends at Microsoft, and they do a deal where they can track Xboxes based on a console ID. I had recently moved my DRM to a brand new Xbox I had just got, and so I had the console ID. I knew exactly what it was, and so I gave it to the police officer. I was like, call this number. It's Microsoft. Tell them this is the ID. This is the console ID. This is my profile I would sign in with. And they literally will tell you anytime someone logs online with this machine. And the cop just didn't get it. He literally said, yeah, that Microsoft thing just didn't work. My password was wrong or something. I'm not going to pursue that. It's like, are you kidding me?
He's got other reports to take, dude. He's too busy to investigate.
God. Yeah, too busy to work on a case when there's other cases not to work on.
He's like, I could solve this murder or help Jack get his Xbox. I don't.
But it's just like
it was a nun, but Jack really likes to play Crackdown. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know. I don't like that argument.
Hey, Detective Franco, how much is a Lonosaurus worth? Do you have a license for that?
Anyway, I mean, at this day and age, you should be able to track damn near anything using the internet.
It would be great, too. It's like, even if he understood it, For even the people who understand like the technology and all that, there's still the debates about whether or not the digital stuff is actually stolen and what the value of it is. You know, imagine a conversation with a cop. You know, they stole my CDs, officer. It's like, well, I hear most of those bands make their money touring anyway. Those record executives take all that money.
Could you imagine trying to explain why somebody like the worst thing in the world that could happen to me is if somebody stole my memory card, not for whatever games I downloaded, but for the 180 games of save files I have. Tried to explain that value.
It's cloud computing, man. Cloud computing.
I've got 40,000 kills on Left 4 Dead 1. I'm so close to getting that shit.
Did you see what happened to DMZilla last night? Did you read his Twitter?
No.
He was trying to clear out his Crackdown 2. He had the game on his memory card. A lot of the people got it, like reviewers and stuff.
Yeah. And
he accidentally wiped all the Crackdown 2 data off his card. So he lost all of his orbs and his save games and everything like that. So he lost everything. So start over from scratch.
It is one of those things that's terrible when it happens to you, and it just ultimately when you hear about it happening to somebody else, it just doesn't really all that matter that much.
Well,
it is kind of like, you know, that's really sad, and you recognize the amount of time that went into it, but it's like, what's the penalty here? You have to play a game again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like hard to really feel the hardship there. But when it happens to you, it's
the fucking end of the world.
Right.
Kill someone with this TV.
No, I get it. I feel for him.
Like, Ricky Schroeder's about to murder your ass. You're about to get Batemaned.
We need a like a way to say that. Like, I identify with your problem. Like, I sympathize, but I don't empathize. Is that, I guess that's a way to say it.
QQ.
I care once removed. Essentially.
Oh, man.
Just acknowledge. Yeah. I acknowledge. It's not to the Vulcans. I acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
Logically, I understand your problem. Emotionally. So, speaking of stuff that gets out there, that was the worst segue ever. Looking at Gus's laptop, I should say that. Looking at Gus's laptop, he has the Star Wars thing up, and they put out a new scene from Return of the Jedi.
Let me ask you a question. Where do you think that scene's been hanging out for the last 30 years?
Oh, who knows?
20 years.
Just
like on Lucas's shelf. And he's
Lucasfilm,
like, there's the lightsaber scene. I forgot about that.
It makes me wonder what else is there.
It's a cool scene, too.
It's pretty cool.
It's an okay scene, but it was just really cool to see. It's like that. I had an emotion watching that I didn't have watching any of the movies in the new trilogy.
Yeah, I agree. But I could see why it's cut, I guess, because I guess that scene would have been like the first scene in the movie.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of like the way Jedi starts already with 3PO and R2-D2 walking up to the palace,
and then Luke shows up in all black.
Right.
And it's fucking, you don't know what's going on.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a cool scene, but I can see why it was cut.
Yeah, I can see why it was cut too.
For people who don't know what the scene is, it's Luke inside of a cave on Tatooine, completing his lightsaber. So essentially, he becomes a Dark Knight, becomes a Jedi Knight.
And then I guess he's supposed to put his lightsaber into R2 for use later when he shoots it up on the sail barge.
Oh, really? I didn't even see that part.
I think that's what they imply, like towards the end, like he reaches with it towards R2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
cuts out.
that's the bit about Jedi. Like, to become a Jedi Knight, you have to build your own lightsaber, and so.
But it shows
among other things.
Yeah, it shows Darth Vader like walking through one of those sets, with all the white walls.
Yeah,
it almost looks like he's back on the very first set.
Star Destroyer.
The Princess Leia ship in the very first Star Wars. He's on one of those, like, it's all white walls, and then he ends up in that little chamber that he sits in.
I love that chamber.
I love that chamber too.
But you know what? Every time I see that chamber, I think of that Darth Vader being an asshole video
on
YouTube.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
God, that is so brilliant. If you've never seen that, you should definitely. We're gonna link that,
we will totally link dump that. That's one of the best Star Wars mashups I've ever seen.
And I remember as a kid, we had to see Darth Vader's face. It was
hell yeah.
When the third movie was coming out, you were gonna have to see it. I get the feeling it's like not the case anymore. I was reading in a YouTube comment that somebody said at the end of Reach, do they show Master Chief's face? Like, first of all, Master Chief and Reach, why are they even talking about Master Chief and Reach? And then that's the first time I've ever heard that sentiment. Like, we have to see Master Chief's face.
I don't want to see Master Chief.
I've heard people say that before. Like in Halo, was it Halo 2 or Halo 3? Someone like looked at the texture file to try to see if there was a face under the mask.
That was Halo 3, I think.
Yeah,
right. I think we've already seen it now too. Like, they've put it in some Marvel.
Well, you see him as a child.
Yeah.
Actually, Bungie, Frankie addressed this at that Halo Universe panel we went at Comic-Con. Somebody asked about that, and he said, you saw him as a child in the Marvel comic, and that's all you will ever see.
Really?
Wasn't that him in the
remember?
commercial?
He said that definitively.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you will never see, we're not going to show his face. We have no interest in doing that.
Yeah. I think it's interesting they even showed him as a child, because then you have a definitive race on him, which...
Yeah, just like a little blonde kid, right?
Yeah. Why couldn't he be like The Rock?
why can't he be Maori?
Speaking of which, we saw... Jack and I went and saw The Other Guys.
Oh, yeah, I hear that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It's
fun.
The best Will Ferrell movie in a while.
But I got to tell you that Samuel Jackson and The Rock, at the beginning of it, they stole the entire show.
Yeah, they're the best part of that movie.
God, they were so funny.
They played a clip on Stern the other day, which was them having an argument where Mark Wahlberg said that if he was in the animal kingdom, he would eat.
If he was a lion and he was a
lion,
tuna.
he would eat Will Ferrell as a tuna, and that whole scene, how it played out, was really funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. That's probably the funniest
scene
scene in the whole movie.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sad I've seen it now.
Also, Eva Mendes is freaking hot.
Yeah,
I love her.
I've never been much of an Eva Mendes
I've
fan, but
always loved Eva
she was
Mendes.
great in this. I mean, she was really funny and really hot.
And she played Will Ferrell's wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your point on this. We could potentially ruin it for you, so you should definitely see it. It's would you say it's a definite C, Jack? How do you feel about it?
I would say it's a DVD watcher, or Netflix it or something.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Zooning it.
We don't really go to movies anymore, do you?
Although I gotta make a fucking decision between Zune and iTunes. I got half my stuff on one, half my stuff on the other. I never know like what movie exists where or how I'm gonna watch it. It's
I would
really
lean
annoying.
iTunes. There's more platforms for it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I use my Xbox way more than my computer.
But
I don't have Apple TV. If I had Apple TV, maybe.
Plus, you'll have a Windows 7 phone soon. I'm sure they'll have Zune integration as well.
You're
or maybe
probably
you should
right.
stay with both.
Plus, dude, the nice thing about Zune that you have to acknowledge is I can go and I can download The Other Guys, and then I can delete it because I need space, and then 6 months from now I can re-download it again.
You can do that through iTunes.
Can you?
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
I don't think
there's
so.
a show available downloads thing.
Well,
Yeah, that's if it hasn't
different.
been downloaded yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. Once you download a movie,
I bought season 1 of Mad Men a long time ago, watched it, deleted it by accident, and I can't re-download it now, even though I paid for it.
Gus and I experienced
Yeah.
this on the way to Comic-Con.
That sucks.
Because I was in the middle of watching The Wire on my old laptop. I bought a new laptop, brought the new laptop, and then we sat at the airport and tried to figure out how to get The Wire, because we had like an hour to kill, how to download a couple episodes of The Wire, and it's impossible. Couldn't be done.
You mean episodes
So I had-
you had already downloaded?
Episodes I had already
Right.
purchased and downloaded.
You
so
can-
I
you
would
can
have to
purchase
burn
it-
them to a disc or put them on a hard drive and then copy them over.
Or
That's
just
the
copy over
only
the
way.
network. You can purchase them and then not download them, and then download them later on a different machine. but
Right.
That's it.
The really bizarre thing about that too is if let's say you watched episode 1 of The Wire, and then you downloaded, watched it, and all that, and then next time you go to buy it, it even warns you, you've already bought this.
Do you want to buy it again?
Are you sure you want to buy it again? It's like, no, how about I just download it? That's not an option.
Nope, not an option.
It's either buy it again or no, I don't want to buy it.
And the nice thing about the Zune is I have like 4 Xboxes set up in my house, so if I want to watch or if I want to stream something, I can just go to any Xbox and stream what I've already
You
purchased.
watch it on 2 Xboxes at the same time.
I could if I wanted to. Plus, with Hulu and ESPN and Netflix all on the Xbox, I think the Zune is benefiting from that as well.
Yeah, this is there will be some kind of equilibrium reached. I don't know what it is on this DRM stuff, but
I wish we would get to the point where someday, if you buy a piece of entertainment, be it a television show or a movie or a video game, well, I guess video game is platform specific, or like a song, you have a digital license for it that exists across all platforms.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll ever happen, but that would be great. So if I wanted to buy The Other Guys and watch it on my computer via iTunes,
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen.
Another
it's
thing I'm
crazy. It'd be
fucked
nice
about-
though.
we moved away from that because
Yeah.
you could buy an MP3 and you had the MP3s, and then now suddenly we don't have that anymore. Now we have Zune versus iTunes.
Like, one of the things I'm scared about is when I had the Roku player way back before, Netflix integration was on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that Roku player, which was awesome, but it died eventually. I had it for about 2 years and it died.
And the Roku player is just a dedicated Netflix streaming box.
It is, but it's also Amazon On Demand.
Okay.
And I bought a bunch of movies from Millie on Amazon On Demand, and now those are just in the ether. They're gone. Maybe I can go to Amazon and find them and watch them via some Amazon thing on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like to me, like all those episodes, all those Harry Potter movies I bought on Amazon just don't exist.
I'm sure you can log in
No,
to like the
Amazon-
website and find it.
Amazon's actually pretty good. And you know me, I'm a big Amazon
Could I
fan.
just download an MOV?
You can probably watch it on
probably
their player
stream it,
in
yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Or you go get another Roku box.
It's funny you say that. Just yesterday I ordered a standalone Blu-ray player for my house, and it comes with Netflix streaming and Amazon Video on Demand built into it.
I like the Amazon Video on Demand when I had it via Roku. I use it all the
So
time.
just give me your username and password, and I'll just watch all your movies.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so I've been doing a little bit of research here. So there's no easy way to re-download purchased items, but you can contact, like if your computer crashes or something, you can contact Apple and tell them what happened, and they can basically flip a switch and it'll re-download all your purchases to.
So they have the ability to let you do this, and
just-
they don't
they-
give it to you.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
So,
That's
anyway.
terrible.
Well, it's like everyone has to have some measure of protection in, because people are people are not trustworthy. They'll do whatever they can to get a free copy
maybe
of
they'll
it.
share usernames and passwords and re-download everything. I don't know, but still, iTunes still has that 5 computer limit for authorization.
And it's up to the iTunes representative to say yes or no on that. Like, I could say, I bought a new laptop. I have all the stuff on my old laptop. I don't want to go through the process of copying it to a hard drive and then moving it over. So can I just re-download on a new laptop? That dude could be having a bad day and go, no, my coffee was cold today.
Well, I guess so, but
I don't
you
think
can
that's-
still get it done. What we're saying here is that you can't do it, but you can do it. You just can't do it easily.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
can't do it easily.
making a phone call to someone, that's the way the world works. Sometimes you have to do it that way.
Yeah.
You know, we're just used to, if it's more than 2 clicks, it's bullshit. And
Bullshit.
It doesn't exist.
McNuggets, no more bullshit.
We got to make that shirt. By
If
the
you're
way.
I guess
I don't think we can use McNuggets.
if it's a fundamental
You say nuggets.
like feature of one of your competitors, it just seems like it would be something that Apple would want to integrate.
Yeah.
As much as I love Apple and iTunes, and I really do, it makes me not want to use iTunes.
I get what you're saying, but a lot of times what happens is the market leader does things, and then the person right behind him will do other things to try to, stand out. And then as soon as they become the market leader, they adopt
clamp
all
that
that.
down.
Yeah, they clamp all that stuff down. I was really happy to see that they have DRM-free music now on iTunes.
Absolutely.
I mean, that kind of drives me wacky that you couldn't, you had to watch it in iTunes and you had to use iTunes to sync to your iPod and all that. God.
That stuff was bullshit because CDs have no DRM on them anyway in the first place.
No, I know they don't.
Yeah, so fucking bullshit.
Well, that was the other thing. If you went out and bought a physical copy and ripped everything, you were fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people just don't do that. They don't do that. Like I said, there's going to be an equilibrium reach, and it's going to bounce back and forth for a while and make people crazy. But what can you do?
Yeah.
Bitch about it in a popular podcast.
Well, it does seem too like the digital delivery is the final format.
Yes.
Like I know you and I have talked about this before, but there has to be some movie that just by virtue of when it came out in history made the most amount of money. Let's take The Godfather, for instance, because The Godfather came out in the early 70s, and it's when people went to movies. Now, they weren't even released wide. Like, they'd release them in L.A. and New York, and then they'd work their way across the country in word of mouth. And it was such a huge theatrical. It's when everybody went to the movie and never saw it, so it made a ton of money in theaters. Then it went to cable, probably went to television when all those things were huge.
Uh-huh.
Then it went to VHS. Then DVD came out. Then Blu-ray came out. Then digital came out. So it's like they could essentially sell that movie about 8 different times. Just from different formats, not from like re-releases of master collections or whatever. They could redo that over and over again. Like, honestly, Star Wars, or I think Godfather was even an HD DVD, which is a dead format. You don't even think about the dead formats. Like, they had Betamax in there too, right?
Or what was that other format? The original DivX?
Oh, yeah, the original DivX,
yeah.
yeah. Or Laserdisc. Oh, Godfather was a huge Laserdisc movie. I mean, just think about the number of formats, and there's certain benefit to that. Now a movie coming out, well, granted, there's a lot of different ways you can sell things now, but they're not going to have that long tail of, like, all those different formats being invented.
Yeah,
That
it'll
came
just
up-
all be digital.
Yeah. I mean, think about The Matrix selling just DVDs. How many DVDs The Matrix sold?
Yeah,
Man.
I feel like that was like the breakout DVD player. You got to buy a DVD player to watch the Matrix DVD movie.
It's fortunate time, yeah.
Speaking of The Godfather, we were talking about The Godfather and how I haven't seen how ridiculous it is I haven't seen The Godfather in the last podcast. After the last podcast aired, I got a call from my mom, and she goes, "You're absolutely lying. You have totally seen The Godfather." And I was like, I swear I've never seen that movie. And she said, "You don't remember because you were 6, but you watched The Godfather." I was like,
Wow.
what the hell were you doing showing me The Godfather at 6?
Hey, what is
And she's like, whatever.
what does your son think about The Godfather, Bertie?
Yeah. I asked her, I said, well, did I like it? And she said, no, you were terrified by it. You cried all the way through. Maybe because they were fucking cutting horses' heads off.
Oh, yeah, it's choking to do the piano wire.
It's funny too because I heard like last week after the podcast, I overheard someone say like there was a group of people talking. And someone said, "I've never seen Star Wars," and the literal first response was, "You haven't seen Star Wars?" It couldn't have been scripted better. It was perfect.
That's what literally people say almost every. I mean, it's a 98%, chance that they're going to say that exact phrase.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that with the online video stuff now.
Yeah, we do.
I assume everyone's already seen the Bioshock Infinite trailer.
That's awesome.
Speaking of online video.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. I went and watched it at home on my Xbox.
I did
so I
the
could see it in
exact same
HD.
thing. Yeah.
Way better on the TV.
Yeah, I definitely noticed things when I watched it on the Xbox that I didn't notice, like in the tiny player on the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot more of like the art, I guess, in the background showing, the woman. I don't know, the female Uncle Sam. I don't know what you call her, the equivalent.
Yeah.
Like a lot of art involving her. It's really cool. It's interesting to see. I like the fake out with the underwater stuff at the beginning.
Came out of fucking nowhere too.
I would have really liked the fake out if I'd been allowed to see it.
I couldn't believe that.
The way that Jack asked me if I'd seen the new Bioshock trailer. I almost don't want to say it because I was like, in case you haven't watched the Bioshock trailer, you should not listen to the next 10 seconds.
You don't
want to
get jacked.
Whatever.
Well, Jack comes out, Gus, and he says to me, "Hey, have you seen the new Bioshock trailer where it's in the air and not in the water?" I was like, "No, what is that?" And Jeff goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" to Jack instantly.
I heard him saying it, and I had to run out to try to catch him from fucking spoiling the trailer.
But it was cool. It was a really well done trailer.
Yeah, it's been out a week. I'm sure people have seen it by now.
Yeah, for sure. If they haven't,
If you haven't, too bad.
You know, there's
Welcome to the internet.
there's so few things anymore where I'm now not looking for a twist that it doesn't matter. You know, I can just watch the presentation of it and be fine with it.
Sure.
See, Mass Effect 2 is coming to PS3.
You also don't know you're watching a
I did.
Bioshock.
January.
It's pretty cool.
You don't know you're watching a Bioshock trailer at the beginning of it. Something that should be presented as a Bioshock trailer, and then you get the twist.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have the underwater
You
thing.
see a
and then
Big
they
Daddy
They
pretty
show the
early
Big
on.
Daddy statue, and then they show the city skyline. It kind of dawns on you,
Yeah.
and then they take it away. I think.
No,
I thought it was-
I'll take your word for it.
I thought it was done well.
I wasn't allowed to see it like that.
Speaking of Skyline, have you seen the trailer for the movie Skyline?
Yeah.
He's so desperately trying to change the subject.
What's the twist in it?
No. I mean, have you seriously seen the trailer for Skyline?
No, please ruin it.
Fuck you guys. I'm done. I'm out. Fuck y'all.
Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. I have more jokes.
No, what's Skyline?
Please, this is going to get worse.
Somebody's getting frustrated.
What's Skyline? I haven't seen it.
It was a trailer that was shown during Scott Pilgrim last night.
Who's in it?
I don't know. It's about.
Based on love.
I'm worried about showing or saying anything about the trailer, but it looks a little bit like Independence Day, but kind of maybe even darker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, Independence Day is a good movie.
It's really weird, too, because the trailer references Stephen Hawking's comment about not answering messages from space. And that's kind of interesting to me because that just happened about a month ago. So they must have cut a trailer that included all that.
I guess I missed that. What happened?
Stephen Hawking said a couple different things. I guess the most recent thing he said was that humanity needs to live another 200 years, and then we're locked. We will not be able to die. Like, we will have been off our planet. Once we're off our planet, that's it.
All bets are off.
Well, yeah, nothing can destroy us.
So in 200 years,
You have
we're off the planet.
redundancy.
Yeah, we have redundancy, exactly.
So Hawking,
In case this planet crashes, we got the other one is a hot backup.
We got our off-site backup.
wow, dude. So Stephen Hawking says in 200 years we'll be off Earth and we'll be colonizing and fucking John Carpenter of Marsing it and going crazy.
Yeah, but what the fuck does he know? I mean, honestly, who can predict that shit? But he also said that he made a comment. I guess it was a little bit longer. Maybe it was like 5 months ago, where he said we should not be communicating with space. We should not be sending radio signals, dedicated radio signals into space. And if we do receive a message from another civilization, we should not answer it. Not at all.
Let it go to voicemail. You don't want to answer that shit.
Well, what he said was that he equated aliens landing on this planet with Columbus landing in the New World.
Okay.
That's what it would be like for us. And then more likely they're a civilization like us that is searching the galaxy for something, whether it's resources or whatever, and we don't want to be what they find.
Right.
So,
Right. They're going to take our spice.
Yeah, you don't want them going around looking for the lost city of gold, fucking killing everyone on the way.
Exactly right.
Oh, man. That sucks.
I have to say that of all the bizarre... Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Jack just showed me the poster for Skyline.
That poster looks awesome.
That looks
Thank
awesome.
you, Jack.
Those people in that poster are not happy, by the way.
Yeah,
in the trailer, they're screaming.
Oh.
But I have to say that of all the weirdo, like, apocalyptic, like, zombies and crazy shit like that, I mean, the craziest thing is aliens could... I mean, it's feasible. The aliens could land on this planet one day, and the world's completely different.
Absolutely.
Like, it just could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, we just... literally in 1 minute, the whole world is different.
Like, suddenly we're free-range humans, and they're fucking eating us, and
whatever.
Some space, organic, Whole Foods kind of thing.
You could be on a spaceship, or you could be benign, like happy, like Star Trek stuff. But you could be on a spaceship traveling to another planet in the next month.
Yeah.
Like, that could happen. Like, they land, and they're super streamlined in their bureaucracy, and they get you to fill out the forms, and you qualify for this trip to Jupiter if you want to go.
And suddenly,
bam.
Nobody
Is it likely? No. But it's possible.
Is it more likely than zombie outbreak?
Way more.
Yeah.
Or what if aliens come to Earth and then we change their reality? Like, we introduce them to gamer score and like strip clubs and all the things that make Earth great.
Gamer score and strip clubs. Those are the things that make Earth great.
You know what I'm talking about. A little bit of Jack Daniels.
Thank you, Jeff. You just made my day.
No problem, buddy. Suddenly they're like, I don't want to continue with this mission. I'm going to play some more fucking Halo Reach. Okay, I'll get to save in the universe later. This chick's got double D's. It's $10 lap dance for the next hour.
For them, with space inflation, for them it's like 25 cents.
Yeah.
Space inflation.
So it's a deal. It's
the interstellar pound.
Earth will be like their Tijuana.
Everything here is so cheap. So, what did you think about Skyline, Jack? Are you excited about Skyline?
I'm not on the podcast anymore.
No, he's gone. So, here, I got my mic here. Jack, what did you think about Skyline?
It looked good.
Who's in it?
I don't know. Spaceships.
Donald Faison from Scrubs.
Donald Faison from Scrubs. I don't know who that is.
He's the black guy from
he's
Turks.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
He was also in Felicity.
Was he?
I'm just going to throw that out there. Just for the hell of it.
Just a little nugget.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Scrubs.
I haven't either.
It's good.
Bernie liked it a lot.
I did.
I have a feeling, and I don't know this, but I'm going to guess that Jack liked it too.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Scrubs. To tell you who's in Skyline, no one's in Skyline, which makes me very interested in it.
Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah.
Is there like a big director or someone attached to it?
It's two brothers that owned a special effects house. I read something about this. The trailer premiered at Comic-Con, and I had heard about it. I just forgot about it. And it's two brothers that worked on they own a special effects house. They worked on a bunch of really big special effects movies, and now it's sort of like the District 9 deal where they're like, well, we should make a movie, and so they make their own movie. And because they've done it before, they know how to direct a special effects film.
And that makes you more excited?
Well, I mean, if it's like District 9, absolutely.
Well, you're using a very good example, but nothing has a better track record than sci-fi movies filled with people you don't recognize.
Hey, dude, that's how we ended up with fucking Vin Diesel, right?
And Primer.
And
Primer. You definitely pick it, but then there's also Transmorphers.
I mean, hell,
Oh, yeah.
And Cyborg 10.
I mean, hell, Memento is a sci-fi movie, kind of.
Is that Christopher Nolan? Memento?
Yeah.
God damn.
I don't think
I
that
think he's got a
Memento
great
is
track
in
record.
any way a sci-fi movie.
It's a guy jumping around. I mean, his memory and everything is all fucked up. That's
No.
science and it's fiction.
Nope. Like, if a guy's in a wheelchair, is that sci-fi? I mean, it's
That's-
more like a medical thing, right?
That's more like Medfi.
It's a thriller. It's not sci-fi.
Yeah, okay,
I
it's a
wouldn't say
thriller.
it's sci-fi.
Good movie, though.
I mean, you can make arguments whether or not Inception is sci-fi.
You
I mean,
could?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty sci-fi, the whole jumping into dreams premise.
I think you can make a better argument that movie's a fantasy because there's no the science of it. I mean, it's definitely sci-fi and it falls in there, but it's like, what is sci-fi? Like, Lost is kind of turned sci-fi into this like a weird puzzle kind of genre where you're supposed to figure shit out, and it seems like that's where sci-fi is now. But I mean, really, Inception is just they don't really go too much into the rules. Like, to me, The Matrix is a great sci-fi movie because there's rules and it's a world and you understand. But like Inception, man. They just hit the ground running and they just throw shitloads of complexity at you.
Yep.
And that's how they do it. Like, they don't ever spend any time setting up the case or what they're doing or anything. They're just like, these are dreams. You get this. Here we go.
I love that about that movie.
I
by
do
the
too.
way.
I do too.
That they don't
I
have
do
to
too.
fucking go into a lengthy explanation. That
I don't
you
have
get
to.
bored through.
We don't have to see 15 minutes of DiCaprio trying to convince Ellen Page to join the team or any of that shit.
Or like a backstory, like this is why we need to get in and steal, plant this idea for this secret.
Or like here's every character's secret motivation.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
It's. I think it's a lot more.
I know what
As
I
in,
argue.
it's intentional. It's supposed to be, I think, like a dream. Your dream just starts, and that's you're in it.
Well, that's what he says. The dream starts in the middle. Your
Uh-huh.
dreams always start in the middle, right? The movie started kind of right in the middle.
Right. And the spinning top is the big thing, and the spinning top is the idea that, oh, by the way, we're talking about Inception, so if you haven't seen it,
You're fucked.
yeah, you're kind of fucked right now.
It's been out over a month.
Yeah, so the spinning top is the idea that reality is not itself, but that's just kind of the thing in the movie is reality, what we think it is,
Right.
So. But I would argue, and this is a very frustrating thing for me on like a creative / professional level, is that Ellen Page did go through the 15-minute scene where Leonardo DiCaprio did try to convince her to join the team, and they had scenes where they walked around and explained all the rules of like what the architect is and how things work. They had those scenes. It's like, man, if it was anybody else, could you watch him explain stuff for about 10 or 15 minutes? You couldn't do it.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
You know?
He's a great fucking actor.
He really is. Man, that's what I think. It's a value of really good actors. You'll just watch them like read a friggin' instruction manual.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like I would see anything with Robert Duvall in it, for instance.
Yep.
Dude's just fucking great.
Who else is like that? I got one. I'll name one. You name one.
All right.
You got Robert Duvall? I'll go Gene Hackman.
I would agree with Gene Hackman. I'll go Forrest Whitaker.
I'll go Clint Eastwood.
George Clooney.
Hands down. I'll go George Clooney. Yeah, absolutely. You're definitely right. I would 5 years ago I might have said like Pacino and De Niro, but those guys haven't done it for
And
me.
maybe
really.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
I mean,
sure.
you can make fun of the guy all day.
Hate him for who he is all day long, but he makes great films.
Sit my ass in a chair. Same with Brad Pitt. It's like, bip, it's the guy who it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom Cruise more so than Brad Pitt, I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Newman.
Definitely Paul Newman.
Could watch Paul Newman in anything. Yeah. It's really
Robert
valuable.
Redford.
You know, this Julia Roberts movie, Eat, Love,
Yeah,
Pray,
I
or
was gonna
whatever.
say, these are all guys that you're naming.
Yeah. Well, I thought that's what the idea was.
No, I mean, why not any actresses?
Okay. I'll say Susan Sarandon.
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren for sure.
That's a good one.
What's her face from? I have trouble remembering her name, but the lady from the pregnant girl from Steven Zissou, Life Aquatic.
Pregnant girl.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Not Gwyneth Paltrow. She was the reporter, and she was pregnant. And
I must not remember that movie very well.
She the redhead chick?
She's also in.
Who's the redhead girl?
Hold on a second, I have to look it up.
Julia, what's her name? Not the one who's in Children of Men.
yeah,
Julianne Moore.
yeah.
Julianne Moore. Sorry, escaping me.
What about like Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep for sure. She's on a different level.
Yeah, she's on a different level, isn't she?
She really is.
You know, I'm almost embarrassed to admit it, but because we're talking about it, I watched It's Complicated over the weekend just because it was Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin.
Really?
Yeah. I could totally... Alec Baldwin's like that for me, but I don't think he's like that for everyone.
He's like that for me. I like him.
You know who? You
but
know
in
who's
kind
on,
of a funny, like I don't know. It's a different level.
You know who was on Daily Show last
Kate
night?
Blanchett
That
is who I was talking about.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett.
That's super charming.
Kate Blanchett.
Emma Thompson.
Yeah,
She's really, really good.
Man, I've forgotten about her. I can't remember the last movie I've seen her
she's in that new Nanny McPhee movie.
Yeah, she wrote that movie.
Here's another guy who used to be like that. He's like Pacino and De Niro, who used to be like that and is not like that anymore. Is Anthony Hopkins.
I'll go another one in that realm. Harvey Keitel.
Oh no, I can watch Harvey Keitel.
Really? Nah,
You know, he sort of tainted his own.
I got a great one.
It tainted his own reputation. Is Jack Nicholson?
Sure.
He used to be awesome, and then he started doing all the comedy movies.
He was so fucking good in that.
Oh, wait, not Nicholson. Who am I thinking of? De Niro. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you got, Bernie? So you got someone awesome?
Denzel Washington.
I will see any Denzel Washington movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
great.
matter.
Like, he does a lot of sci-fi, too. We talked about that when we were talking about Book of Eli. It's really cool, the amount of sci-fi that he does.
And it's always like his sci-fi's cool because it's always like believable sci-fi. You know, it's
Yeah.
always set in the near future, and it's always based around some technology that you could believe exists, like some sort of realistic time travel.
Like Demolition Man.
No,
Russell Crowe used to be like that, too.
dude, Russell Crowe's in one of the worst movies ever made.
What's he in?
Virtuosity.
Yeah, is not Denzel Washington in that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both in that. It's
That's
a
why I thought of it. That's what I was thinking the worst Denzel Washington movie. It's got Russell Crowe
terrible
in it.
film.
Yeah, but-
Just terrible.
Russell Crowe was.
I can't watch Russell Crowe. Like, I don't think I can watch any movie he's in.
Did you ever see Master and Commander?
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just something about him. The look on his face. I don't know what it is. It just pulls me out of it. Like I want to hate him when I see his face. For
Really?
some reason.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to me.
Like
but-
You better hope he didn't hear that.
I hear he's got some rage problems. I don't know. I can't remember a movie I liked him in.
you know,
like
what else?
Gladiator?
I'll see in
No, I
anything.
did not like. I hated Gladiator.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like Willem Dafoe a lot.
You should tackle your microphone.
I hit it with my big nose.
You know, we were talking about this, Jack and I, after the movie last night. And that girl who's in Scott Pilgrim, I don't know her name, but I've seen her in enough stuff now.
Oh, Mary Elizabeth Winstead? Is that her name?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
it.
know.
She was in Sky High. Which
Yeah,
is
she
an
was-
underrated kids movie.
That's a great film,
Yeah.
Sky High.
And she was in Up in the Air.
I didn't
No,
know
you're
that.
thinking of
She was?
that's Anna Kendrick.
Oh, who am I thinking of?
That's Anna Kendrick. That's the sister.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about the
she's
lead.
great. She was awesome in Up in the Air.
No, she's Up in the Air, and she's from the Twilight movies, too. But I've seen her in enough stuff now that I buy her in whatever she's in.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal. A lot of times I don't buy people. Like, I don't have full buy-in on Michael Cera yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just...
Well, he's played the exact same character
a
in
very
every
similar
movie.
character.
I thought he looked really different in this.
Seems to be working for him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. right?
Yep.
Although I did watch, I'm ashamed to say I did watch Year One.
I saw it too.
I
I
watched
saw it
Year
too.
One.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I was not a fan.
You should not be ashamed to watch an Ivan Reitman movie. I mean, that's a good gamble to watch an Ivan Reitman movie.
What was the last good Ivan Reitman movie you can remember? I'm just curious. I'm not.
I just go to the big ones like Ghostbusters and Stripes.
He did Evolution, right?
Yeah, Ivan
I'm
Reitman.
not saying that was good. I'm just saying he did that. Right?
Ivan Reitman is the guy who played Egon in Ghostbusters, and he wrote Stripes. And
That's Harold Ramis.
Oh, I was thinking Harold Ramis. Actually, I don't know why I said Ivan Reitman. I was thinking Harold Ramis.
Yeah, Harold Ramis directed Year One. I think, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got my names confused. I was actually talking about Harold Ramis.
Okay.
Yeah, and I said Ivan Reitman.
Ivan Reitman's making a Baywatch movie. Good lord.
Yeah, so Harold Ramis is the guy who directed Year One, and he also is the guy who wrote Ghostbusters and wrote Stripes.
Huh.
And
Did you know Harold Ramis also wrote Groundhog Day?
Yes.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But Ivan Reitman directed Ghostbusters, right?
Yes.
He's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see that, and I'll see... I won't turn my nose up at a Rob Reiner movie. You know what I mean? I'll give a Rob Reiner movie a fair shot.
Absolutely.
It might not be for me, but...
Rob Reiner's a likable guy.
He's very likable.
If you see him on screen, you like him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Harold Ramis has directed 4 episodes of The Office.
Yeah.
Ivan Reitman has got a great fucking track record, though. Yeah. He goes from Meatballs to Stripes to Ghostbusters, Twins, Ghostbusters 2, Kindergarten Cop. 6 days, 7 nights.
I was getting confused because we were talking about Up in the Air was directed by Ivan Reitman's kid.
Ivan Reitman made My Super Ex-Girlfriend, that movie we walked out of the theater on.
That movie was pretty friggin' bad.
And it had a funny concept.
That movie was actually referenced in Scott Pilgrim.
That doesn't surprise me. It seems kind of similar.
Was it?
Yeah. Somebody said, is that that Uma Thurman movie? One of the guys, when he wakes up, he asks that question. It's like a joke. Am I crazy?
I must have missed that.
I might be remembering wrong. Who knows? I mixed up Harold Ramis and Ivan Reitman.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff like that, though, in Scott Pilgrim where it's, easily missable references.
So I was using invisible tape the other day, Scotch tape.
That's a great way to start a story.
Thanks, dude. And I haven't used Scotch tape in a very long time. And I forgot something that's on Scotch tape that bothers the shit out of me. And I'm wondering if this bothers anybody else. I even looked it up online, and I saw no references to this. When you're using Scotch tape and you're spooling out big, long pieces of Scotch tape, occasionally you will run into like a seam in the Scotch tape. It's just a line on the Scotch tape. Does that bother anybody else?
I've never noticed it.
I've seen the seam before, but it never bothers me.
Do you feel like you have to cut the tape there? Do you
No,
feel like
no.
that line is there for a reason?
You have some complex psychological issues, my friend.
It's just this. Like, I don't walk like on black tiles or anything like that, but when I see that line on the invisible tape, I feel like I gotta stop. I gotta cut there.
You have to wash your hands like 9 times.
No. It's something like that.
It's like you got to throw that spool away and put a new one on.
Or like maybe there's like it's not structurally sound, that part of the tape.
So you can't use it as load-bearing tape?
What is that? What is that line? What is it?
I assume that it's just part of the manufacturing process. Like, they can't make a long strip. It's like 2 sections of tape being glued together.
You don't know that. You have no idea.
I'm guessing. You're asking me. I don't know. I haven't made tape in forever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I also have never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
All right.
I've seen it.
I will unspool an entire reel of tape so you can see it.
I discovered something this weekend. I debated on whether to tell the story or not, but I guess I'll tell it. So I was in the emergency room on Saturday.
Do you want 2 microphones?
No. I was in the emergency room yesterday.
Do you want to tell us why
Saturday.
you're in the emergency room?
Sure. I have a colon problem.
Oh, wow. Really?
You know about it. I just have this silly little colon disease. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It affects me every couple of years. But so I had to...
It's called light bulb up the ass.
Yeah. I had a toy car and a condom.
It's called Hey Doc, guess what I fell on?
I fell on it again.
It's called Please Don't Tell My Wife. Anyway.
This is the first time this ever happened to me.
I swear to God. Each time I have to go to a different hospital with a different name. Anyway, if you're in the emergency room and you're strapped up to a bunch of wires and there's you're stuck in a bed and you can't move and they're nice enough to give you a TV, could they give you a remote control? And if they don't, could they not put it on the movies about people dying in hospitals?
Oh, no shit?
I was in the hospital for 3.5 hours by myself because my wife had to work. She's painting murals on a school down in South Austin. And I said, hey, I have to go to the emergency room. And she said, yeah, okay, cool. Let me know how that goes. I was like, all right. I can take myself to the emergency room now.
Really?
Yeah, she's very busy. And and then I admitted myself to the emergency room at 10 a.m. I didn't hear from my wife till 7 p.m.
Well, I know who's getting the call from Miss Ramsey this week.
She was very busy.
I'd like to speak to Griffin, please.
To be fair to her. And so anyway, I'm sitting in there, and I'm late. I'm strapped in. I got 1,000 bad things that happened to me in the emergency room. Like the phlebotomist lady not paying attention when she was putting the needle in my arm. She wanted to talk to me about her son's tattoos because I have tattoos. So suddenly I give a shit about her son's tattoos. She sticks me wrong and sends. Like, I'm not kidding. Like Hostel horror movie style spurts of blood across hit the floor, covered my arm. It was terrible. It was so gross. And then she's like, huh. And then that was her response, was, huh. And then she kind of half-ass cleaned it up, so my arm was, like, dripping in blood for an hour.
She should know better about that because men are babies when it comes to that stuff.
I've had so many. I don't care. But,
yeah. Needles don't bug
you?
You
should. No, well, after you're in the Army, you learn not to care. You get so many shots. But, so anyway, and then they decide I need fluid because I'm dehydrated. So they put the fluid thing on the stand, and then for some reason the fluid's on the right, and they stuck me in the left arm, so they drape it across my neck. The cable, and it's like taut. So I'm literally trapped. I'm like laying, I can't get up, I can't move, I can't bend my arm because she put the needle in wrong. Even though she says I should be able to bend my arm, if I move it like an inch, I can feel needles digging into stuff that they shouldn't be digging into. So I'm like, alright, so the arm's going to stay straight.
I got
this
story.
Thing across my chest. I look up to the TV and I'm like, oh god, thank god there's TV here. They leave me alone because I have to test my blood, so they're gone for 2 hours. And Diary of a Mad Black Woman is on. And I can't change it. And like it's at the part where like this lady's mean husband goes to the hospital and he's in the emergency room and they're doing all these tests and he becomes quadriplegic and I have to watch this guy's recovery. And then finally the movie's over and I go, thank fucking Christ this movie's over. This Queen Latifah movie comes on immediately after called The Last Holiday, where she works at a department store and she's hanging out with LL Cool J and she bumps her head on a cabinet, goes to the doctor to make sure she doesn't have a concussion, finds out she has an incurable brain tumor and she's going to die in 3 weeks. Oh my God. And I have to watch that fucking movie.
Did your head start hurting?
Yeah, of course. I sympathetic got all the signs. I'm like, can I still move my limbs? Am I getting quadriplegic? Did that wayward needle fucking affect my nerves? No. And so I had to spend like 3 hours on Saturday watching people die in hospitals.
God dang!
How
really?
is that? Like, there's got to be some hospital administrator has to go. Maybe it's not a good idea to show the fucking dying people.
You think they would have like in-hospital programming, like movies that they...
Yeah, like if Patch Adams had come on, I would have killed myself.
Yeah, like they don't show movies about planes crashing and terrorists on airplanes.
No,
right,
they don't.
Exactly.
They remove all that stuff.
It's common sense, right?
Yeah, what do you think they would have like a sensitive hospital network?
God damn, it's fucking terrible.
For instance, they now show you can swipe your credit cards on a lot of airlines and watch live news, and sometimes on the news they can't filter what's coming through in the news, and there's information about a plane crashing into a house or something.
Or like
watching a plane crash while you're on a plane is a weird thing.
Remember a couple years ago, the JetBlue jet
Yeah.
that got its landing gear stuck, that was landing at LAX. There was a big deal. It was all covered on CNN. People on the plane were watching the CNN coverage about their plane being unable to land.
Fuck.
And they watched the plane landing as they were landing.
Oh, wow.
Fuck that. Wow.
Oh, dude, I got one more thing that happened to me while I was in there. At one point in the emergency room, this machine to the left of me started beeping. It was an alarm. And there was a big red bell going deek, 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 like a digital bell that was like a warning bell. Going deek, deek, deek. And I go, oh, this is great. I have to go to the bathroom anyway. I don't have a way to call the nurses. They'll come in to figure out why this machine is sounding a warning, and then I'll be able to go to the bathroom. That thing went off for 45 minutes in my ear before anybody came in.
What do you mean you didn't have a way to call the nurse?
There was no, like, button to call the nurses. I looked all around me, and since I couldn't get up, I was fucking trapped.
I'm pretty sure, Gus, the thing that he needed is attached to the bed.
I couldn't find it.
I would think so, but hey, I'm going to take his word for it.
I'm
wasn't
telling you,
there.
I can't move my left arm. I got the thing across my chest, so I can't. My range of movement is extremely limited. And but that thing went off for 45 minutes. I thought that when alarms went off, like nurses came running and doctors and people from like the 5th floor came down. Nope, that thing just went off for fucking ever.
Did they look at it and go, "That's weird"?
That's weird.
No,
That's
she
exactly
looked
what
at
they
it.
did.
No,
Gus.
like she came in and she goes. She looked at it for a second like this, and then looked at me and said, "All right, your test results are fine. You can go." They didn't turn it off. It was still beeping as I was leaving the hospital.
So how long were you there altogether?
3.5 hours.
Okay. And how long after they told you could go, how long were you sitting there waiting to check out or discharge or whatever?
20 minutes.
I always find that's the
They
longest.
also tried to let me go. Sorry, not to interrupt. You're right. That is the longest part, especially if you have a kid. But they also told me I could go and tried to let me leave with a catheter in my arm. And I had to ask them to remove it. And then the lady goes, oh, yeah, I guess I should take that out. She takes it out. Then she goes, she looks, and the fucking blue rubber strip they tie around your arm when they first put the needle in you was still on my arm, on my bicep. I just hadn't noticed it because I was all, like, clamped up. She was like, that's not supposed to be on there. Has that been on there the whole time? And I'm like, I guess. And she's like, oh, we're lucky your arm didn't fall off.
Wow.
Thank you.
Where was this?
Seton Medical Center.
Jeez Louise, man.
So ringing.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
You know, I guess nurses, when they come and turn off those alarms, you know, whenever, that's all you ever see in hospital movies or in TV shows, is the machine makes a noise and somebody dies.
Yeah, the machine
That's
makes
what
a noise.
happens.
Somebody opens the door too late, a second too late, and somebody's dead.
Do you think there's a snooze button on those alarms?
God.
They're like, I'll come back in 8 minutes.
The nurses do act like it because they come in and they're very calm, and I think that lack of panic is supposed to make you feel better, but it just makes you feel like they have no idea what they're doing.
Or they're just
Or they just
super
don't care.
disinterested. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, you know.
Like,
this
the
alarm.
fourth patient that died today.
I hate lifting dead bodies. It's the worst. I had a nurse who, there was one time when I didn't realize it, but I was having panic attacks. It was like right after college.
Yeah.
And I would have these things where like my heart would just start racing, and I didn't know I was having panic attacks. And once I figured out that it was something mental, it just kind of went away on its own. But there was a time when I thought I had like some kind of weird heart condition, which is what made me nervous, which kind of fed my panic attack.
Awesome.
Basketball players are dying of heart palpitations on pickup games all over the country.
Yeah, I hear, but like the high school kid who runs a 440 and drops dead.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's
Reggie
me.
Miller playing a pickup game between seasons.
That's
Oh,
me.
Reggie Lewis. I'm sorry, Reggie Lewis.
That's me without the cheerleader girlfriend, essentially. But so I went into the hospital and they gave me like a potassium pill. Like I guess one of the things that helps regulate your heart is potassium. So they gave me some dosage of potassium. And I said, potassium, huh? Can I eat a bunch of bananas? She goes, no, it's a little bit more than just eating a banana. You know, it's not much. We have to be careful with potassium. I said, why is that? She says, because if you take too much, it can stop your heart. As if that's not bad enough. Then
Nice.
I had just swallowed the thing, and I go, well, how do you know how much is too much? She goes, oh, no, it's regulated doses. She goes, that's the kind of thing, like potassium, the thing you just took. Whenever you hear about a nurse killing a patient, that's what they give them. And she fucking walks out of the room. Right? That's her idea.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
You know, like as soon as she turned around, she got that fucking hugest grin. That's probably the best part of her job.
She's like, yeah, it's the nurses give them potassium chloride to stop their heart.
Oh my god.
And I was like, holy shit. So I'm sitting there. And of course, now I'm looking back knowing that I was in there because of panic attack. I'm like, just like the machine's going, you know, my heart's going like 110 while I'm just sitting there, you know, doing nothing. God. I'm going to go back and punch that lady.
Oh man.
That's fucking awesome.
So is your mom now going to call Griffin, do you think? Because your mom listens to the podcast and your wife did not go to the emergency room with you?
My mom, interestingly enough, my mom is in the hospital right now for like a routine thing, not a big deal. But so I don't think she'll be listening. But I called my mom and told her, because I feel like it's my obligation to tell my mother every time I go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And my mom thought that part was funny.
She did?
Yeah, she laughed.
Your mom works in medicine, doesn't she?
Yeah, she works in the hospital.
Yeah. I guess she just stopped caring.
I guess
after
she
a
just
while.
don't give a shit, yeah.
Which is, I guess it's kind of a good thing that they don't care. That's routine to them. Because most of the stuff you see, I mean, when you go to the hospital, 98% of the people have the same thing. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like House, you know, where it's like everybody who walks in has a mysterious disease.
Yeah.
Because they have a mixture of pesticides in their house or something ridiculous like that. It really is just, oh, you have a fever. You know, that's it. Or you have heart disease or cancer.
Take these antibiotics that will no longer work in 10 years.
How scary is that, dude? 10 years of antibiotics left.
Pretty crazy.
Is that true?
Yeah. They
Well-
released a study that said we probably have 10 years of effective antibiotics left.
Can we create some new antibiotics?
Not unless we move into other stuff like gene therapy and things like that, and start attacking them on a different level.
It's the end of the world.
Apparently, there's some. No, it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of the cool world where you know we could do crazy shit and it didn't hurt us. But like, they talk about how now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, when you go to the hospital to have a minor procedure, there's a pretty good chance you could die from an infection. Like if you have your appendix taken out, you got a good shot you might die. Whereas now they just load you up with antibiotics like proactively, which is what's creating part of the problem.
Yep.
And, you're fine. It's no big deal. Like, there's routine surgeries. There will be no such thing as routine surgery anymore.
How old will I be?
You will be old enough to where you'll be wanting surgery.
You'll be looking for routine surgery, so fucking load it up now. Get your appendix taken out, get your gallbladder taken out, get your pancreas, just fucking get them all out.
I'm going to have a proactive bypass, just for the hell of it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sure they'll solve it, but they'll solve it in like a 10 to 20 year window.
Yeah.
You know, I have faith in humanity.
They say, I mean, it's not 100% possible. Like, some people say it's going to happen, some people say it's not going to happen, but I think it's going to happen.
Well, we're all going to be dead by 2012 anyway, so what's it matter?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
And plus, I'll be on a spaceship to Jupiter at the end of the month. I don't know if you heard my long-term plan. But it's interesting because I've been hearing about this since I was a kid, like that we're overprescribing antibiotics.
Right.
And
There's been no real antibiotic breakthrough, I think, since penicillin.
I would argue there hasn't been any real pharmaceutical break-ins or breakthroughs in that amount of time. Like somebody pointed out to me with the pharmaceutical industrial complex. What was the last time we cured anything? Like this is a cure. Like we cured polio. This is the cure for polio.
Yeah, you know me, man. You make more money on treatment,
right,
than you do on fucking curing it.
Right. It's worth a lot more to be able to treat something for a long period of time than it is to cure it.
Right.
Cure it goes away. Maybe conspiracy theory. I mean, what if we're headed to that for antibiotics, where you have to like take something on a daily basis to stave off infection?
Ugh. Well, like an antibiotic,
or like a vitamin, yeah. But like something you take every day.
Yeah, I don't know. Very, very, very possible.
Sons of bitches.
They got us. They got us good.
The genetic thing is weird though. Like they were talking. There was a couple of weird things. I read that Canadians all like they did a survey or some kind of sample study where just look at BPA Canadians. You know that chemical that's in plastic that they're worried about with kids?
Yeah.
That 96% of Canadians tested positive for it.
Yeah, they're toxic, right?
Yeah.
Or the radioactive or some shit?
No,
not radioactive.
That's different. Now, the other thing, too, you want to talk about a great setup for an apocalypse movie? The wildfires in Russia are burning.
I read about that.
No, we didn't.
Wildfires in Russia are burning the Chernobyl land and sending radioactive smoke into the air.
Yeah, it's throwing the radioactive particles in the ground into the air and spreading them.
Jack, any comments about that?
Did you see the YouTube video? The guy's driving around in that?
That was
Chernobyl?
pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't Chernobyl, but it was a video of like three guys in some sort of SUV driving through fire trying to get out of it, and it looked like something out of an action movie.
That sounds fucking crazy.
It was pretty crazy.
It was probably the most tense I've been watching a video on the internet.
It reminds me of that video of the dudes the reporters in Georgia when Russia invaded, who were getting shot at by the military.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
Backing up their SUV, like trying to get the fuck out of there, and like you just see the windshield getting peppered with bullets.
Jesus, really?
I have to say, some of the worst videos I've ever seen in my life have come out of Russia.
Yeah.
Just some really that's just that Russian-Chechen conflict.
Yeah, there was some
bad stuff.
Terrible videos that I'm still scarred about.
Yeah, scar you for life kind of stuff.
Terrible. Yeah. Those will be in the link dump.
No, they will not. They will not be in the link dump.
Did you find it, Gus?
Yeah, I guess younger Canadians have more BPA in their bodies than parents.
It's like 12 to 19 or something.
Yeah, 91% of the population has BPA in their urine. People aged 12 to 19 was higher than the national average. And people 40 to 59 and 60 to 79 had lower percentages.
Yeah, my wife won't let me microwave anything in plastic because of that.
Well, you're not supposed to anyway.
Yeah, it says microwave safe.
Fucking man, the people here, when we were at Crunch and we had food here and everything, they were microwaving styrofoam plates.
Well,
Brandon was doing that.
I mean, Bernie microwaves his plastic lunch every day. Those
I
noodles
do.
are in a plastic container.
I microwave my plastic lunch every day. I have a plastic lunch.
You know, I don't even have a microwave at home, so fuck you guys.
Really?
We had a weird thing with our microwave the other day where it beeped and it said it was the end, and then it went into some kind of weird overdrive mode.
Oh, yeah, that was yesterday. We couldn't figure
it. It went into overtime.
The
score was tied.
The fan kicked up really loud on the microwave, and the lights kind of dimmed a little bit. Like it was like one last burst of radiation. So
it was like Bernie's pasta was going back in time.
And now I have superpowers.
Nice. But yeah, it's scary, all that BPA. When did that, I feel like that's a recent thing. I never heard about BPA till maybe a year and a half ago.
Yep.
And now it's like the end of the world that we use plastic all the time.
Yep, pretty much. Like the plastic, and it has this BPA. And I was reading about some company, too, that was, they made a stainless steel water bottle. And it was supposed to be a very big deal that a bunch of people dropped using plastic water bottles to move over to the steel water bottle. And because they were afraid of BPA, and they made all these lists and everything. And then it turned out the company used BPA to wash out the interior of the stainless steel bottle, and they were like, "Yeah, we do that."
Wah, wah.
Nobody asked, when they were making so much business off of it.
Nice.
I forget the name of the company, but
was it BPA Incorporated?
Yeah.
QuakeCon was, I guess, last week, and a couple of cool things came out of that. I don't know if I showed you all, but I guess John Carmack did a demo of Rage playing on the iPhone at 60 frames a second.
I can't believe it played at 60 frames.
It looked really cool. I mean, the graphics on it, and he says it himself, look like Xbox or PS2 quality. But it's crazy to think you can carry something that can output that caliber of graphics in your pocket.
Yeah,
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder how it'll affect battery life.
Have you seen Marcus?
Marcus. I don't know what that is.
Look up Marcus PSP. Marcus with a U. Marcus.
It's Tracy Jordan's character from 30 Rock, his son, the kid from Role Model.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've seen those commercials. His PSP commercials.
Yeah, it's like
He's the
Sony's
Kevin
going-
Butler of PSP stuff.
Who's Kevin Butler?
Kevin Butler's the guy in the white dude in the tie and like the button-up shirt for Sony PS3. Does all the PS3.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
TV commercials.
Yeah.
You know him if you saw him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the PSP version of that.
I like that he made a reference to explain a reference. But apparently Sony's chasing down the iPhone. They're tired of like iPhone games, and they have this guy showing off his Lame Castle is the game he downloaded for iPhone, and then Marcus is showing him the actual games you can play mobile with PSP.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. A dedicated game machine, of course, is going to have better games and better graphics, but you look at the utility and everything else that it can do. Like in this commercial, Marcus is talking shit to him, and then has to pull out his phone separately to call him and talk shit to him directly.
That's a good point.
That's a really good point.
Come on, he's using two devices to do what the other dude's doing with one.
That's interesting. Why did they put that in the
Right,
commercial?
it's fucking retarded. If I'm the one in charge of this ad campaign, I'm like, why the fuck is he pulling out a phone? That's the last thing you want to do. You should Skype him over the PSP or whatever shit they can do there. You know?
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
You're
Why
brilliant.
add that in? I mean, it's almost like a Freudian thing in a way. It's like they pointed out the one thing that's wrong with their device
I know.
in the commercial.
Oh, man. Terrible.
So what else came out of QuakeCon, Gus?
No, the reason I was bringing it up is I wanted to say this quote. I guess John Carmack was talking and reminiscing about Doom 3, and he had a quote that said, he said, "The game would have been more enjoyable if people could actually see it."
Oh, wow.
Probably a comment that people on his forums were banned from making, and when the game came out.
Yeah.
And it's
And,
funny
like,
how-
it's funny how in retrospect you can see that the criticism may have been valid.
we went through a dark period of games though. Like that came out when games were darker. Halo 2 is a really dark game too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, but Doom 3 nothing compares. I mean,
Doom
you
3
can't
was-
see.
Doom 3, you cannot hold a fucking flashlight and a gun at the same time.
It's pretty crazy.
You have to choose between them. There was a mod that came out for Doom 3 called Duct Tape that allowed you to use your flashlight and gun at the same time. And then, like, if you looked at their webpage, it was like, this mod presupposes that there is a roll of duct tape somewhere on the Mars research facility, and that you have used it to attach your flashlight to your gun.
That you have two hands.
So no one cares that football is coming back. We shouldn't even talk about that on the podcast.
You know,
Sports are so popular.
Can I just? I want to mention
should
one
qualify
thing
with
so you can-
American football,
Yeah.
United States of America.
I want to mention one thing.
Gridiron.
Last night on Monday Night Football, the Giants played the Jets, and Eli Manning got destroyed. He got bumped into by his own running back and then blindsided, and his helmet cut his own forehead.
Holy
So-
shit, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts.
His
So,
helmet flew off, and while it was flying off, it cut his forehead open.
Yeah, he got 13 stitches to
Jesus.
close the cut.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of stitches.
Yay, preseason.
I had
Anyway.
nine stitches in my forehead. That thing bled like a mother.
It's crazy.
I got that when I was like 6 years old, and I've got the scar to this day.
Yeah, same here. You got it like right around here.
I got mine right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's faded quite a bit.
You've got a lot of blood in your head. You'd be
Yep,
surprised.
you do.
There's
Yeah.
one thing Bud Dwyer taught me. There's a lot of blood in
Oh,
your head.
come on. Why are we talking about
Dude.
videos like that? You know,
I
good
thought we
Lord.
moved on.
Good Lord. There's some stat, like, I forget what it is, but I think that it's 50% of the blood in your body is in your head at any given point in time.
I believe it.
I don't know.
The other 50% in your penis.
Thank you, Gus. All right.
Just outlining where it is.
I think it's the same blood. One can't function when the other is.
They're just alternating.
And
There's I don't know if you heard this. I don't think I've talked to anyone about this yet in the office, but there was a story that came out the other day that someone was convicted and found guilty of running unauthorized World of Warcraft servers. He owes Blizzard $88 million.
I saw that. Yeah.
I guess the person was charging people subscription to play on his illegal World of Warcraft server, and he had made $3 million doing this.
had he really?
Yeah, so he was fined. He was ordered to pay the $3 million to Blizzard, and then $85 million in damages on top of that. So for a total of $88 million.
Well, I mean, essentially what they're doing is like they're just saying your company is going out of business. I mean, that's essentially it.
That's
You're
fucking
gone.
crazy.
And then
He's gonna be working a long time to pay that off. They're gonna have to. They're gonna garnish his wages for the next 412 years.
I guess the company was Scape Gaming. Allison Reeves.
You know, I just read an article about a dude, a little kid in England. I don't know if anybody saw this, who was like 14, made his own business where he went to all these developers app developers and got them to. He created an app bundle that you could buy for the iPhone.
It's called Brancher is the name of his company?
Brancher's the new one. I don't remember what the old one was. But, yeah, and he went and he negotiated deals, a 14-year-old, with all these different app developers. They said, like, if you give us, like, 50% off the retail price on your app, we'll bundle it in, and then you'll get, increased sales through this. And he made $1 million, 14-year-old kid.
He also had a pretty progressive thing where the bundle had another piece of software in it, and if he sold enough versions of the bundle,
it unlocked a new app for everybody.
It would unlock an app for everybody, so that people
they would word of mouth it.
They would word of mouth it, yeah.
Nice.
And he's already purchased another company, and he's got this new thing, Brancher, that's like an ad distribution.
His parents work for him.
Yeah, and his parents work for him. He's got like 12 full-time employees.
Cool, smart guy.
It's cool to see those stories. Like enterprising 14-year-old that's able to become a millionaire by the time before he's got pubic hair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is really. They kind of called that out in the article that I read. They're saying among all the articles about kids being, dumber all the time and getting less done is like, here's a kid doing something. But
I think just being savvy.
I like the middle of the road kid. Honestly, I like a kid who's just having a good time doing stuff and is just a good kid. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think he has to make $1 million to be.
Fucking buy his own food. Shit, that'd be nice.
Buy his own food.
Buy you some food. Buy you a steak. Come on.
I have such a streak going with employment. I was thinking about that the other day where I got a job when I was 16. I got my first job. Like just 15 to 16, I got my first job. And I think I pretty much had a job every day since then, except for like some gaps in college. And then from my junior year in college till now, I've worked pretty much straight. So it's like 20 until now. I've been employed every single day.
Yeah.
Is this you announcing your resignation?
Nope. I'm going to keep the streak alive if I can.
You're like Cal Ripken.
I got my first job at 15, and I've had a job every day of my life since then, except for the first 3 weeks I lived in Austin before you guys hired me.
And you're counting the Army in there, too.
And I'm counting the Army.
Yeah, I would totally count that.
Yeah. But like
I would too.
I had like a 3-week period where I was trying to find a job in Austin before I got my first job. That was the only time I haven't been employed.
What were you doing? What did you quit to move to Austin?
I quit. I quit a video store and roadieing for a band and PAing.
Okay.
I quit those 3 things.
Yeah, I was the same way.
Was that your View Askew job?
Yeah.
Your PA job?
Yeah, I had an 11-month gap between the time I was laid off from the video game job I was at to the time you guys hired me full-time. And other than that, it's been working nonstop pretty much since I was 16 and a half.
You had jobs in that 11-month gap, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, sort of odd jobs and stuff, but it was nothing serious, nothing major. I went from literally my last day at the company was January 1st till December 1st was my sign-on date here, So it went exactly 11 months between full-time employment.
So what you're saying is if we'd held off for another couple months, we could have got you for cheaper?
That or I would have been, incredibly trapped in Los Angeles.
Hey, we should probably go get some lunch.
Yes, we should.
I don't know.
Those of us that can eat lunch should do that. Yes.
Oh, shit, you can't eat lunch, can you?
No.
Have fun with your colon.
Thanks.
I have a couple of toy army soldiers you can borrow if you'd like.
All right. I'm gonna have some applesauce.
Where would you like to go for lunch?
I don't know. I feel like the world's my oyster.
Because now, Jeff, we can eat anywhere because Jeff's not coming with us.
Jeff's not like how it used to be.
Fuck that, dude.
Jeff has gotten a lot better.
That's Jack now. I'll eat anywhere.
Jack will go with you anywhere. He'll just order.
Yeah, I'll figure out something to order wherever you go.
Carrie won't eat anything.
Oh, really?
I went with Carrie to Frank yesterday, and it was like having 2 Jacks at lunch. Carrie was like, I just want 2 plain hot dogs.
I'm surprised you ate 2 plain hot dogs. Like usually I'll have 2 plain hot dog buns. It's like the Blues Brothers with the white toast and the glass of water. What does he have? The
3 pieces of dry white toast.
That's what he has. Every time we go with Carrie somewhere, it's like that. You have gotten better.
Thank you.
Although your wife was marching around here yesterday with a jar of pickled quail eggs.
Oh, by the way, she broke those out at D&D last night and got everybody to eat them, except for me, who luckily I can't eat food, so I didn't have to. And they all agreed that they were just as disgusting as they looked, and everyone regretted eating them. So everybody that dodged the quail egg bullet yesterday, it was a good choice.
What the fuck? Why would you eat?
I think she posted a picture of them. I'll put that in the link.
And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I got them from a gas station."
Yeah, that was like her selling point. I'm sure they're really good. I got them at a gas station. I was like,
pickled quail eggs.
I wouldn't eat I wouldn't eat a hard-boiled quail egg.
She does that shit all the time, dude.
I'd eat a hard-boiled quail egg.
No, you don't do it.
It's this
Why
big.
not? Apparently,
it's tiny. It's like
the inside of the quail egg is just like the texture is just unbelievably gross.
Yeah, would you eat
hard-boiled?
Would you eat a lizard egg? I mean,
no, it's a bird egg. Bird egg. Egg is egg.
Birds are connected to lizards now. Hasn't Jurassic Park taught us that? Right?
I'm not going to eat fried lizard, you know. It's totally different. I don't see the connection.
I would eat just about anything. Like, I would eat any kind of meat. Like, I would eat fried lizard. I'd give it a shot. Why not? I would. If it was socially acceptable, I would eat, like, a cat or a dog.
Human flesh?
Just try it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't eat somebody's dog I know or anything like that, but...
If it was socially acceptable, I'd eat human flesh.
Well,
let's not start that conversation. You want to talk
whole
about
half
that?
hour.
No, that's a long conversation. We'll have it some other time.
God,
That's half a podcast.
we had a hypothetical thing proposed to us, and basically it was Jeff and me and Gus and Griffin, and there was a question posed, and essentially the way it worked out is that Gus and Griffin are insane deviants. Is essentially the way it worked out.
They're bad people.
If it was
They're
socially
horrible people.
acceptable,
They're bad.
if it was
bad
socially
people.
acceptable to eat people, and the people you're eating agreed to be eaten, like it was their purpose in life, would you do it?
I wouldn't eat human meat if it was grown in a petri dish. I wouldn't eat it if it was like my own, like out of my stem cells or whatever, and I wouldn't eat that. You're insane if you say that. Yes, to
try
that.
it.
No, you really don't. You really don't. That really is mentally crazy
That's
in
how
the brain.
Dude, that's how mad cow disease started. Fucking
I wouldn't do it all
People
the time. I just
feeding
want to
cows
fucking
It has
try
nothing
it.
to do with mad cow disease. You just don't.
It's
do
also
it.
gross though.
You just don't.
It really
do
does. It really does. It's like an indicator of whether you're a good human being or a bad human being. And you and my poor wife are bad people. Like at the core, they're instead of good, like just like wherever that point is inside of you, that intangible point, there is no good. There's an absence of good.
It's not like I'm fucking daydreaming, sitting here hungry. Going, I wish I
Not
could eat
today,
someone
but
right
what
now.
happens 2 weeks after you eat human flesh? You're gonna turn into a fucking cannibal.
I just want to try it once.
I can't trust you.
No, just one time.
No.
God forbid.
You don't need all those fingers.
You don't need to. No, you don't need to do that. And see, there's rules in society that just are like, to me, common sense. It's like we have the rules because we had to tell people don't kill people. We had to tell people don't like steal shit from their neighbors. And people didn't need to really be told that. We also knew this is all we agreed to. But no, I guess people need to be told stuff.
Yeah.
Don't eat people. It's not just we all agree to this and we're all just recognize we agree. It's like, no, you can't eat people.
I want to start a country where this is socially acceptable.
You're unbelievable. That's unbelievable to me.
What if the only thing you could eat was dicks?
You don't even
really
need
good.
to keep qualifying with disease or
Yeah,
body
no,
parts
you're right.
or whatever. You know, it's just
You've got a black heart.
Maybe I do.
You do.
It's a black, hungry heart.
No, I'm not going to lunch with you now. I don't trust you. You might bite me.
All right. Well, I guess that's about it.
I can be patient zero. What would a Gus apocalypse be like?
Very angry.
Bunch of angry tech dudes running around in the streets.